Assalamualaikum everyone. I am Liwalug Muhammad Harbi, and I, together with my group members, were assigned to discuss or explain some problem in Math 112 plane and spherical trigonometry. So we are all expected that we already took this subject, even the transferee students. Furthermore, this video will help us to recall some or the important topic in this subject, Math 112 plane and spherical trigonometry. So sana marami kayong matutunan sa video na ito, and keep watching this video, and that's all. Thank you.
Good morning and Assalamualaikum. I am Mohammad John-nur, and I'm the one who is assigned to solve the problem number 1. This topic is proving trigonometric theorem. To prove this problem, we need to use Pythagorean theorem with the formula x squared plus y squared is equals to r squared. Then let's divide both sides by r squared. R squared, r squared, r squared. Then we're going to make this as 1 by using quantity squared. X over r quantity squared plus y over r quantity squared is equals to 1, because we're just going to cancel, and we know that it is equal to 1. Then let's call the formula cosine theta is equals to x over r. Then sine theta is equals to y over r. Then we simply use this formula to change this one. Cosine theta quantity squared plus sine theta quantity squared is equals to 1. Then you know that we cannot use this because we cannot get this if we use this one. So we're going to remove the parentheses. Cosine to the power 2 theta plus sine power 2 theta is equals to 1. Or we simply change this one, it's just the same. Sine to the power 2 theta plus cosine to the power 2 theta is equals to 1. We get the answer how to prove this equation. As you can see, it is the same. Thank you and wassalam.
So good day and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So I am Liwalug Muhammad Harbi. So in this video, I'm going to discuss the example of proving identities, which is the example is show that sin theta minus cosine theta squared is equal to 1 minus 2 sin theta cosine theta, or 2 sin theta times cosine theta. So before that, let me discuss first what is proving identities, or the word identities. So proving identities is an equation that is true for all values of variable for which each number is defined finite number C. Ay isa siyang equation kung saan kapag nag-substitute tayo ng value doon sa ginamit nating variable, ay palaging true yung resulta ng ating equation. So dito sa proving identities is ipoprove natin kung true ba or equal yung equation natin. Okay, so let's proceed to the example. Show that sin theta minus cosine theta squared is equals to 1 minus 2 sin theta times cosine theta. So makikita natin dito sa right side is naka-expand na po siya. So sa left side naman is makikita natin na two terms, tapos may squared pa sa taas. So pwede natin dyan gamitin either the form method or the special product, which is x minus y squared is equals to x squared minus 2xy plus y squared. So kahit saan dyan yung gamitin yung is same lang yung result na lalabas. So let's try na gamitin natin yung special product. So kahit saan dito yung gamitin yung is same lang yung result. So madali lang kasi isa-substitute nyo lang yung given na equation. So let x be our sin theta and y is our cosine theta. So, ito yung formula na gagamitin natin. X squared minus 2xy plus y squared. Okay, so, our x squared. Then, di ba, sabi ko kanina, is i-relate natin yan as sin theta. So, magiging sin squared theta minus 2xy, which is our x is sin theta and our y is cosine theta. So, sin theta times cosine theta plus y squared, which is our y is cosine theta. Cosine squared theta. Okay? So, note that sin squared theta plus cosine theta is equal to 1. Because understood na equal yan ng 1 kasi because of the Pythagorean identities. So, na-prove na yan by using Pythagorean theorem. Okay? So, itong sin squared theta plus cosine squared theta is magiging 1 lang yan. Okay? So, magiging 2 sin theta cosine theta is equal to ito, yung sa right side. Okay? Minus 1 minus 2 sin theta times cosine theta. So, makikita natin na they are equal. So, sa proving identities, ipuprove lang natin kung tama ba o equal yung given na equation. So, okay, so hanggang doon na lang yung discussion natin dito sa proving identities. So, na-prove na natin na they are equal. So, sana may naintindihan kayo. And once again, maraming salamat.
My name is Nor-alia and Doronan. I will discuss about the using half-angle formula. So, the half-angle formula is cos of 1/2 theta This is the formula. So, let us proceed. Compute the value of negative cotangent 5 pi over 8 using half-angle formula. So, when we say pi, it is 180. 180. So negative cotangent 5 pi over 8. So the pi is 180 over 180. So negative cotangent 5 times 180 over 8 equals to negative cotangent 90. So i-times siya. So 900. So i-divide siya sa 8 is equals to 112.5. Since cot is equals to cos and sine, so since yung given natin is negative, so magiging negative cos and sine. So the cos is magiging negative. So first is kukunin natin is yung cos 1 half theta equals to, so 1 plus cos theta over 2 square root of 1 plus cos theta over 2. So the fraction of this 112.5 is 225 over 2. So para magamit natin yung cos, this formula is i-combine natin siya. Ano natin siya. So, cos So, paano siya naging cos 180 and cos 45? Because of this 225. So, kung ipag-ano natin siya is cos to 225. So, this is the and then so proceed sa sum naman is so this is negative and this is positive. So nakuha na natin yung constant sign. So let's solve the final solution. So negative cota Jann 225 equals to negative cos over sine. So equals to negative. So paano natin ito nakuha is itong cos and sine. So negative square root of 2 minus square root of 2 over 2 and 2. So this is the cos and this is the sine. So ito sila. So 2 plus square root of 2 plus square root of 2 over 2. So paano natin siya i-solve is equals to 2 square root of 2 minus square root of 2 over 2. So times 2 over 2 plus square root of 2. So itong is reciprocal natin siya. So this is the so this will be cancel and cancel. So ito siya, just copy the square root of 2 minus square root of 2 over square root of 2 plus square root of 2. So pag may square root sa decimal, then pag may square root sa denominator is kailangan natin i-rationalize. So square root of 2 plus square root of 2 over square root of 2 plus square root of 2. So equals to square root of 2 then over 2 plus square root of 2. So mangyayari is makakancel siya. So equals to 4 minus square root of 4 minus 2 over 2 plus square root of 2. So equals to 2 square root of 2 over 2 plus square root of 2. So now let's copy this. So ang mangyayari is magiging rationalize siya. So 2 minus square root of 2 over 2 minus square root of 2. So i-transpose natin siya. So ang mangyayari is 2 square root of 2 minus 2 over 4 minus square root of 2 exponent of 2. So ang mangyayari is makakancel siya. And then 2 square root of 2 minus 2 over 2. So ang mangyayari dito is makakancel siya. So now the final answer is square root of 2 minus 1. So bakit siya may 1? Kasi pag nag-cancel tayo is magiging magkakaroon siya ng minus 1.
Assalamualaikum and good day to each everyone. So now I will going to discuss or to solve to prove this given question or expression. So unang gagawin natin dito ay ipagplato natin itong mga given na angle. X natin ay positive 5 dito sa right side ng x axis and ang y natin ay sa taas ng y axis 1 2
Last one is the same. Ang x natin sa ay negative 3. Ito naman sa left side ng x-axis. So, ang y natin ay 0. So, pwede hindi natin ilalagay 0. Okay, negative 1 and negative 2. Dito yan. And 5 and 4. So, 2. Ito natin ilalagay. The last one is negative 3. 7.
So ang susunod na gagawin natin ay yung distance formula. Ang formula ng distance formula is ito yung d equal to square root of open close x sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared plus open close y sub 1 y sub 2 rather minus y sub 1 squared. So ito na gawin natin is yung a at saka b nang isusolve natin. Distance formula. Ito yung x sub 1 natin at saka ito yung y sub 1 and x sub 2 and y sub 2. Distance formula equal to open close x sub 2 minus x sub 1, so 5 ang x sub 2 natin, and then negative, so negative 1, diba may negative dito, so magiging positive to kasi negative 1 and negative times negative is equal to positive plus 1 squared plus y sub 2 natin is 4 saka y sub 1 natin is negative 2. 4 tulad dito, itong negative to magiging positive kasi negative times negative 5 plus 1 squared is equal to 36. 6 times 6, 36. And dito, 4 plus 2 is same dito, 36 rin. So 36 plus 36 equal to 72. And the next one is the B and C. B and C na naman tayo. Negative 3 and 0. So ito yung x sub 1 natin, y sub 1, ito yung x sub 2, and y sub 2. So negative 3 minus negative 5 is negative 8. Negative 8 times negative 8 equals to 64. Zero minus 4 squared equal to 16. The last one is negative 3 and 0. Negative 3 is 0. This transform nila again. Ito yung x sub 1 natin. Ito yung y sub 1, x sub 2, and y sub 2. So, negative 3, then sub 2, negative 3, ang sub 2 natin, and minus, so magiging positive yan kasi negative times negative again, plus 1 squared plus 0 plus 2. Negative 3 plus 1 is equal to 2 squared 4. 0 plus 2 squared equal to 4. Okay. So now, nakuha natin lahat ng isang formula ng mga angle. So, the last na gagawin natin is ito na yung ipoprove natin kung ito ba ay vertices of right triangle, yung Pythagorean theorem yung gagamitin natin dito. Pythagorean theorem yan, yung c squared equal to a squared plus b squared, or c squared equal to b squared plus a squared. Pwede magkabaliktad. So, yan is natin. Ito yung kadalis mo naman natin. C squared sa Pythagorean theorem is ang C natin is yan yung pinakamalaki sa mga angle sa distance formula. Saka yung A at saka B natin is pwede ito or pwede itong 8. So, let's try to solve this. So, 80 square root of 80 equals to 72 plus 8 equal to 8. So, now nakita natin na pare sila. Pare sa result ng C at saka sa tinag-add yung A at saka B ay parehas. So, it means ito ay, ang given na to or expression ay vertices of triangle. So, ito lang yung gagawin natin sa pagkuha ng distance formula or to solve.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Alinor Acob. So I will discuss question number 5, which is show the points A, 1, 4, B, 7, 0, C, 5, negative 3, and D, negative 1, 1 are vertices of a parallelogram. So to solve this question, we need to use distance formula, which is D is equal to square root of x sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared. So, para makuha natin itong x sub 2 at x sub 1, we need to pair these points. So, first pair natin is A and B. So para makakuha natin yung x sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 1, y sub 2, na i-prepare natin itong dalawa. So yung x sub 1 natin is yung 1, y sub 1 natin is yung 4, x sub 2 natin is yung 7, y sub 2 natin is 0. So yung first pair na isosolve natin is A at B. So yung first pair natin na A at B is isa-substitute lang dito. So ito yung pinalabasan. 7 minus 1 squared plus 0 minus 4 squared. So pagkatapos, magiging 6 squared plus negative 4 squared. And then, isosolve mo lang ito. So 36 plus 16. Ang ginalabasan is 52 squared. So ito yung first point natin. So yung next pair natin is B chassis. So magkapareho lang isa-substitute mo lang yung number dito tsaka dito. So 5 minus 7 squared plus negative 3 minus 0 squared is equal to negative 2 squared plus negative 3 squared. And then magiging 4 plus 9 is equal to square root of 13. Ang next pair naman natin is C at D. So magkapareho lang din sa substitute. So ito yung kinalabasan. Negative 1 minus 5 squared plus 1 minus negative 3 squared. And then magiging negative 6 squared plus. So yung dito naman na part is i-distribute mo lang to. So magiging positive to. So magiging 4 yan. Magiging 4 plus 3 squared. And then 36 plus 16 equals 52. So ang last pair naman natin is A at D. So magkapareho rin sa substitute lang. So ito yung nilalabasan, negative 1 minus 1 squared plus 1 minus 4 squared. So yung dito na part is ano naman siya, yung negative dito is i-distribute mo siya, i-multiply mo siya dito, so magiging plus. So 1 plus 1 is equal to 2 squared. Tapos 3, negative 3 squared. So 4 plus 9 equals negative 13. Tapos, pagkatapos natin ma-solve to is ipo-prove naman natin kung tama talaga, so by using Cartesian plane. So sa Cartesian plane is ipa-plot mo lang siya. Pa-plot mo lang yung points. So yung A, B, C, at D, pa-plot mo lang siya sa Cartesian plane. So yung A natin is 1, 4. So gagawa ng Cartesian plane x-axis at y-axis. So 1 natin is A natin is 1 and 4, so dito siya. So yung B natin 7, 0, dito siya. Tapos yung C natin 5 siya, negative 3. 5 negative 3. Tapos yung D natin is negative 1 siya, 1. So So yun. Ayun na yung nalabasan. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Aliza. I will discuss the problem number 6, which is find the distance between 4 and negative 5 over 6 and 2 square root of 2 and 270 degrees. To find this one, we need to convert it to polar coordinates.
For example, negative 4 square root of 2. Then the last one, plus 4. Equals to 4, 2. Factor of 4. Negative 8 ito. Itas lang po itong dalawa din 8. Bring the, copy the square root of 2. Then bring down 4. And then, i-times lang po ito then 8. Bring down this one. Negative 8. 2 plus 4. So, i-plus lang po 12. Negative 8 square root of 2.
To get the x sub 1 and x sub 2, y sub 2, and y sub 1 is, we need this formula.
X sub 1 equals to 4 cosine negative 30 equals to 4 cosine of negative 30 is square root of 3 over 2 equals to divide times 2 square root of 3. These are x sub 1. Then next is y sub x sub 2 equals to x sub 2 square root of 2 cosine 270 degrees equals to 0 this one 0 x sub 2. Then
Y sub 1
equals to 4 sine negative 30. 4 sine of negative 30 equals to 1 half. Then times negative 2.
The next one is y sub 2
2 square root of 2 minus 1 negative 2 square root of 0 negative 2 square root of 3 2 negative 2.
itong 0, negative 2 square root of 3 at saka ito ay ito po ay nanggaling doon sa di-convert natin na 4 minus 5 over 6. Tapos,
Negative 2 i-times lang po 2 negative 2 square root of 3. Again ito i-times lang po negative 2 square root of 2 plus 2 times negative 2 times negative 2 equals to 4. Then 3 plus 2 minus 8 square root of 2.
to find this one is we need to use FOIL method. Times lang po ito, then 12, bring down 12, negative 8 square root of 2. Then, i-plus 24, bring down this one, negative 8 square root of 2. Then, factor of 24, 4 times 6, negative 8 square root of 2. Equals to 2. Para may labas, kailangan natin ng factor na 4, 2, then 6, negative 8, square root of 2. Equal to, may mali. Bring down this one. 6 minus 4 and 2. Ito po ay factor ng F. Okay. Final answer 2. 6 minus 2. Ito po ang ating distance. Final answer natin dito sa distance formula.
Assalamualaikum, I'm Sittie Mohammad. I will be discussing to you how to find the sixth trigonometric value of negative 19 pi over 6. So, may pi tayo dito. So, pi is equals to 180. So, negative 19 pi over 6. 6, i-change natin ito ng 180 kasi pi is
always equals to 180. So, 180. Ayun. So, i-multiply natin itong dalawa. So, magiging 3,420. So, 3,420 over 6. I-divide natin itong dalawa. So, magiging negative 570 degree. Wala natin yung result which is negative 570 degree. So, hanapin natin yung reference angle which is mag-sketch tayo sa Cartesian plane. So, we need ito, umikot to pang-clockwise dahil negative yung result niya. So, 1 revolution is equals to 360 degree. So we can add 90 kasi hindi umabot sa 570. So, magiging 450. So, hindi pa umabot. So, we need to add 90 para try natin kung umabot siya. So naging 540. So, hindi pa umabot. So, we need to add something or angle na pwede magiging for 570. So, we add 30 degree. So, nagiging reference angle natin is which is 30 degree. Ito siya naka-place. So, ang quadrant natin is quadrant 2 which is the cosine is negative. So, the sign is positive. So, let's apply the sixth trigonometry. Let's apply the sixth trigonometric ratio, which is sine, cosine, cotangent, tangent, cosecant, and secant. So, first we proceed the sine. So, our theta is negative 570. So, sine negative 570. So, equals to sine 30 degree. So, ito nakuha natin to sa reference angle natin sa Cartesian plane. So, sine 30 degree is equals to negative 1/2 pala. 1/2. So, 1/2 yung sine natin. So, let's proceed to cosine theta. Cosine theta is minus 570 degree. So, ang theta natin is negative 570. So, equals to cosine 30. So, pareho lang ng reference angle. So, cosine 30 is equals to negative square root of 3 over 2. Bakit siya naging negative? Kasi, ang cosine natin sa Cartesian plane is negative. So, let's proceed to tangent. So, tangent is equals to sine over cosine. So, sine negative 570 over cosine negative 570 degree. So, is equals to, yung sine natin is equals to 1/2 and ang cosine natin is negative square root of 3 over 2. So, kailangan natin i-reciprocal dahil may fraction dito sa denominator. So, babalik pa rin natin siya. So, we can cancel the 2 para sa multiplication, kung sa numerator ng isa at denominator ng isa, pwede natin i-cancel kung parehas sila ng number. So, which is equals to negative 1 over square root of 3. So, let's proceed kasi hindi pa nawala yung square root sa baba. So, negative 1 over square root of 3. So, kailangan natin i-rationalize. So, we can cancel the radical sign sa baba, sa denominator. So, 3 root of 3 over square root of 3. So, ikakasa natin itong dalawa kasi pareho sila na may square root. So, 1 times square root of 3 is equals to negative square root of 3. So, bring down natin ito kasi pareho lang ng denominator. So, 3. So, that is the final answer. So, let's proceed to cotangent theta. So, cotangent theta is equals to cosine over sine. So, the theta natin is negative 570. So, the cosine is negative square root of 3 over 2 over the sine is 1/2. So, kailangan natin reciprocal dahil may fraction dito sa denominator. So, negative square root of 3 over 2 times 2 over 1 kasi reciprocal pinalitan lang. So, we can cancel this as I say, ika-cancel to kung may sa numerator is at denominator ng isa is pareho ng number. So, is equals to negative square root of 3 over 1. So, which is divide to, and we can tangtang that yan, makukuha yan. So, the result is negative square root of 3. So, let's proceed to cosecant theta. So, cosecant theta is equals to 1 over sine theta. So, sine theta is equals to 1/2. So, 1 over 1/2. So, may fraction naman tayo sa denominator. So, we need to reciprocal. So, 1 times 2 over 1. So, it's understood na may 1 dito. So, magta-times muna tayo. So, 1 times 2 is equals to 2. So, 1 times 1 is equals to 1. So, the result is 2 over 1. So, the final, kasi 1 dito, we need to divide 8. So, the result is 2. So, that's all.
Go.
So, let's proceed the second. So, second is equals to 1 over cosine theta. So, the cosine theta is negative square root of 3 over 2. So, 1 over square root of negative square root of 3 over 2. So, i-solve natin. So, equals to 1 times negative. So, may fraction pala dito sa denominator. So, we need to reciprocal. So, this automatic may 1 dito. So, let's copy. Let's copy kasi pareho lang. So, magre-rationalize na tayo kasi may radical sign dito sa denominator. So, let's apply the square root of 3 over square root of 3. So, ika-cancel natin itong square root. So, magre-resolve siya. So, negative 2 square root of 3 over 3. Kasi ito is automatic kasi pareho itong dalawa. So, that's all. Thank you.
Good day to each and everyone. I am Hamdey from Tanggol. Now I will discuss how to find the solution of negative cotangent is equals to square root of 3. So, ang formula ng negative cotangent of theta is equals to cosine theta over sine theta. Maghanap tayo sa Cartesian table na maghanap tayo ng special angle na kapag i-divide natin, mag-equal siya ng square root of 3. So, if the theta
is 30 degrees. Ipapalit natin dito sa theta is itong 30 magiging negative cotangent of theta is equals to 30. Ang cosine naman is equals to cosine 30 degrees over sine 30. So titingnan natin sa Cartesian table yung 30 degrees ang cosine of 30 is equals to square root of 3 over 2 or divide by sine of 30 naman is 1/2. So, reciprocal natin yan, magiging square root of 3 over 2 times 2 over 1. So, dahil magkapareho itong dalawang 2, i-cancel natin yan. Ang na-remain is square root of 3 over 1. So, understood na yan na square root of 3. Okay. Formula theta plus 360. Okay. So maghanap tayo ng Cartesian plane. Mag-graph tayo, titingnan natin yung kukuha tayo ng reference angle niya is 30. So, titingnan natin, mag-graph tayo ng Cartesian plane. So, ito negative, positive, ito positive, negative. So, ang i-graph natin sa okay. 30 degrees. Ang nabong nating angle is 150. Okay, ang papalit natin dito sa theta is equals to is 150 plus 360. Dahil negative itong cotangent, dapat yung reference angle na nakuha natin, dapat negative din siya. So, magiging ito naman dito para maging negative. Kasi positive negative is equals to ang reference angle niya dito is 30. Negative 30. So, dito natin nilalagay yung negative 30 plus 360. Thank you.